Welcome to the Literacy Circus, 2nd grade, week 19. This week we're doing geometry, and we are going to study all things shapes. So this shape you probably already know is a square. And everywhere that you see the arrows represents what the square has. This is a side of the square, while this area that this arrow is pointing to is an angle. So if we count the angles and the sides, this would be our guide. So our sides, we have the sides are 1, 2, 3, 4. So a square has 4 sides. And then we count our angles. And our angles are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 angles. So a square has 4 equal sides and 4 angles. The circle. The circle does not have any sides and no angles. It just goes around and around and around. Then we have the triangle. Well, this is a side, this is a side, and this is a side. So if we count them, we'd have 1, 2, 3 sides. And then the triangle has angles, and let's count the angles. 1, 2, 3 angles. Then we have our rectangle. Our rectangle, here's the first side, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sides. And then the rectangle, let's count the angles. This arrow points at the first angle. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So the rectangle has 4 sides, 4 angles. Then we have the pentagon. Not to be mistaken for the one that is in Washington, D.C., but here is the first side of the pentagon. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that the pentagon has 5 sides. Well, what about angles? Here's the first angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has 5 sides and 5 angles. Then we have the hexagon. Let's count the first side starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The hexagon has 6 sides. But what about the angles? Let's count the first angle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the hexagon has 6 sides and 6 angles. This row represents solids. They are all solids. Even though you can see through them in the pictures that I have here, they are all solids. This first solid is a rectangular solid. Rectangular solid. And I put a happy face there because that is a face on the rectangular solid. So let's touch the faces on the rectangular solid. We have 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 on this back side. Let's imagine that this line here is invisible and there's 1 on the back side. And of course there's 1 where the face is sitting on the bottom. Then we have what is called a sphere, which also looks a lot like a 3D shape, but it also looks like a ball. It has no sides, no angles, no faces. It just goes around and around and around, just like a circle. Then we have the square pyramid. Now, this may look like a triangle pyramid, but it's actually a square pyramid. because where we have this face sitting here is actually a face on the square pyramid, and it's on the bottom of the shape. And then you have these triangle faces that meet at this angle, and they form a pyramid. But it's called a square pyramid because its main space is the square. So let's count the faces. We have one square face here, then we have a triangle face here, another triangle face here, another triangle face here, and of course this area is a triangle face. It's called a square pyramid. Then we have the cube. Looks a lot like a sugar cube or an ice cube or a cubic cube or some kind of cube. And where this face is actually a face of the cube. So we have one face here, another face on the bottom, another face on the side, another face here, and another face here. But what I want you to remember about the solid shapes is the face, the shape of the face on the solids. So the shape of the face on the cube is a square. The shapes of the on the faces of the square pyramid are rectangles and squares. We don't have any faces on our sphere, so we'll move right over to our rectangular solid. And the faces that we can see on our rectangular solid is a rectangle and then a square. Okay? That's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great day.